So I take it to my solemn privilege that I have been given such a wonderful opportunity by Mr. Rajesh to talk with you this evening. And I express my gratitude to Mr. Rajesh that he came up with such wonderful initiative. So I'll be talking about basically school libraries today. So the how much it is important and why school libraries should be taken up more, its scope, issues, and challenges. So, how many of us here have gone to the school library while we were in school? You need not answer me, but you can answer me also, and you can answer it to yourself also. So, how many of you have gone to the school library while in school days? And okay, and how many of you have had a very nice experience or a beautiful experience while in school? So, I'm sure you all must be knowing the real scenario, the real situation about the school libraries. We all have gone to the school. Okay. So, how many of us have had a nice school library experience in school days? Not many. I'm sure not many. So, International Association of School Librarianship has defined school library as the school library functions as a vital instrument in the educational process, not as a separate entity isolated from the total school uh, program, but involved in the teaching and learning process. So this was the definition given by the IASL, that is the International Association of School Librarianship. So today we talk about why school libraries are important. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So it encourages curiosity and innovation among the students. So school school going students are very curious. We all know this. So what more than a library? What which other place more than a library can serve this to us? If the needs are evolving and so the students. So here comes the importance of the library. That we can Here comes the importance of the library, and it caters to the needs of the users. Physical and digital spaces connect readers and learners to their peers. Every library in the school is advisable that they should be having a large space so that the students can come and mingle with each other. It improves achievement through library programs like public library summer reading activities. A lot of activities are being conducted by libraries, school libraries. For example, summer training reading initiatives in the vacation. So this develops a sense of reading, a love for reading. It is very important for a child that he or she should be interested in reading. This adds to the comprehension and apprehension of the students. It's very important that the student, if a student comes to the library and doesn't find a book of his choice, he will definitely be disappointed. If a student loves fiction in the library, it is expected that the library should be having various fiction books, fiction genres, for example, adventure, biography, classic, contemporary, crime fiction, dystopian, horror, romance, science fiction, thriller, short stories. So it is very important that every student, he or she should be able to get whatever he is looking for. So yes, school libraries do matter. It improves students' outcomes. It brings people and information together. Learner agency. It's important that the students should have their own independence to choose whatever they are looking for. It it reduces the education gap when when the student is when a student has a good apprehension power and comprehension power, he or she can easily understand the whatever being is taught in the class, whatever is being said in the class by the teachers. So everything revolves around him. School libraries make a difference, and it is very true. They really make a difference, and I'm not saying this on my own. Various researchers have been proved that school libraries do make a difference in students' reading pattern and academic success. They help the students learn to find out the use of information they need, helping them succeed. If a student knows how to use a library, he or she can definitely go quickly and find the information on their own without the support of any teacher or the librarian. So it's important for any child to have a school library right from his childhood. That too very classified and categorized one. Now it's the duty of the librarians now that the library should be decorated or placed in such a way that the students feel very good when they enter the library. It shouldn't be a very boring place to sit and study. So if the students don't, their students are not in any compulsion that they have to sit and study in the library. Now, it's the duty of the librarians to make it so interesting that the students by themselves they come to the library and spend some time there. It plays a very critical role in helping to create a school culture that supports and encourages the reading for pleasure. It's very important that the student should be reading a book, a fiction or non-fiction, anything for pleasure. So this passion or this activity of him should be cultivated right from a very small age. You can't expect a child to become, when he becomes a grown up, and you can't expect him to suddenly start this attitude, habit in him, inside him. It has to be generated right from a very small age. So this also helps in the digital literacy. Digital literacy needs proficient and engaged readers. If a student is digitally literate, this can happen only when the readers are very engaged in learning. You can't expect any rowdy student to come and be digitally literate. Any student will be digitally literate only if he or she is very much into reading, when he loves reading, be it of any type, any genre. So he should be very much interested in reading. Students are the epicenter uh, in a school library. Yes, it uses evidence to make connections between library services and students. There are various ways and methods by which the connection is being established between library services and students. They help the learners absorb the library language, to which we normally say that we have different library jargons. So it's important for the librarians to make them know what these jargons mean. And diversity in the school library is hugely celebrated because students from different backgrounds, students from various places come and study all together. So it's a place where diversity is celebrated. So different activities should be developed, can be taken up by the librarians. Libraries in school support the construction of knowledge at a very young age. So library staff in school are educators also. Apart from the teachers, it's the duty of the librarians also to become the they are the educators also, apart from the teachers. So they engage proactively with the students and the teachers. It's a kind of a triangle between students, teachers, and the librarians. The teacher teaches the student, and how does the librarian come in between? They proactively provide the resources which are being taught to the students by the teachers. For example, if a teacher wants to teach something on maybe crime fiction, they suppose they are doing some activity on crime fiction. So now the librarian should be able to bring out all the books, most of the books of crime fiction, so that it can be distributed among the students. Participating in personal library networks, helping them as the latest library technologies is another very important aspect. uh, for this, the librarian themselves has to be very ICT skilled, so that he or she can teach the teachers, so to find out the various resources in the library, and ultimately teach the students also. So it's very important that the librarian should himself be ICT skilled. Being innovative and flexible is another important trait in the librarian. One has to be very flexible. The student shouldn't feel that oh, how should I go to that librarian and what should I say to him? So he should be very calm, quite flexible, go with the student, try to find out that book. So these are some of the ways by which the librarians can attract the students, or the students might themselves feel that no, I should go to the library. It's a very fun, it's a very good place. Give me a minute. So is there any doubt, any question till now? So school libraries are now built on a strong foundation of evidence-based practice. Uh, Today in this in today's world, we have a lot of IB schools in India as well. IB schools are basically international baccalaureate. So thankfully, my school is also an IB school. So you'll definitely come to know about this later on, and I think you should try to find out more and more about it. So in these schools, so libraries are being placed at a very important level. They have been given extreme importance because a lot of work is being done through research work. Even the small students are uh, given to do research work. So it's very important that the school libraries should be extremely having latest resources, properly categorized, not like the conventional old ones. So yeah, I was telling about evidence-based practice. So the libraries do have an evidence-based practice. Everything which is being taught in class should be evident. It should be evident. It shouldn't be like, no, what is taught, we do not know, we have forgotten. Because it is being also shown as a kind of proof that yes, this has been done or that has been done. So evidence-based practice has started in schools. So it is something which is used in other multinational companies also. It is aligned with the school's core values. Libraries continue to cultivate strong reading culture in schools. Yes, they definitely do cultivate a strong reading culture. A strong reading culture has to be developed right from a very small age. As schools implement approaches such universal designs for learning, the school library will support any design which is being started or any initiative which is being taken by the school. It is important that library, the school library plays a very important role. For example, OER. I hope any of you must have heard about open educational resources. These are the platforms where you can find resources and text uh, available freely. So the library staff need the curation skills more and more so that they can help the students. So it's very important that the librarian himself should be knowing about the open educational resources. For example, Learn Cloud, MindTap, Lumen, Novation, ProQuest, SIPX. These are some of the open educational resources, so which can be very efficiently used in schools. So it's very important that the librarian themselves know about these resources. So by now you must be thinking that and it's very important also that librarian plays a very huge role in school levels also, because the reading habit, the passion of reading starts at very young age. You can't expect someone to start reading or have this wonderful passion or attitude or leisure activity that in the later on their life they will start this thing. So it's very important that they start this from a very young age. School libraries enhance student achievement. And I'm not saying this on my own, as I already said. Researchers provide compelling evidence that school libraries and library staff have a very positive impact on student achievement. Improved reading test scores, higher academic achievement, positive attitude towards learning. So these are something which have already been seen, and this is something which has already been celebrated. So it's one in New Zealand. It is I'll tell you that a law has been passed by the legislation that every school should be having a librarian, a well qualified librarian. and with a nice salary. And this is a proper law passed. It's a bill which is passed by the New Zealand government. And this survey has been done by Slanza and Nyanza. These are the school library associations in New Zealand. So this in itself shows that how much importance the government of New Zealand pays to the school librarian. That it has made it a law directly that every school should be having a well qualified librarian. So
So shall I stop you for
effective.
once again? Because
Yeah, yeah,
I
sure.
think one of the question, one of the student want to
Oh,
ask a question.
yeah, okay,
Mehdi
okay, okay. Please.
Hassan wants to ask a question. Mehdi, you can go with your question.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, Mehdi, please, please.
Uh, so my question is that in Assam, most of the school don't have a library. In that
Yes.
scenario, how can we develop the interest of reading habit in students?
Can you please repeat your question once again so that before I answer you?
So my question is that in Assam we don't have school libraries. Most in Assam we don't have school libraries in many cases,
Uh-huh.
many schools.
Okay.
In that
Uh-huh.
scenario, how can we develop the interest of reading habit among the student?
Okay.
Let me
I feel
sorry,
very
sir.
relevant, nice question.
In
Yeah,
Assam, we
yeah.
have school
I got the
libraries,
question.
but
Yeah.
in state government school, we don't have.
Uh,
In CBSE schools, we have.
okay. Okay. I get you. So I'm going to answer you, Mehdi. So this is a very relevant question, and I appreciate this. I appreciate this. See, in now in this is basically because most of the people, the society hasn't recognized the importance of the librarian. So I would rather say it's now the duty of you people to make it important. So to show others that how important it is. A school shouldn't be running without a librarian. Does it happen that a school runs without a physics teacher? It generally doesn't happen like that way. Does it happen that way? The school runs without a math teacher. It doesn't happen that way. So why should a school be running without a librarian? So I would say there are many places like that. So I would say that the onus is upon you. It's now your responsibility when you grow up, when you pass out from this place. So you should be taking this responsibility now. You being a student of library sciences, you make it know to others. You make it, you tell it to others by your actions that how much important a school librarian is. What is done, that is done. I mean, what has happened, that has happened. Now we can't change it. But what can we do now? That this is what matters. You are being, you are professionally a very nice student. You will be professional. You will pass out someday. So the onus is upon you. Now it's now your responsibility. We can't change what the state government or what the central government has done. So I am saying this on a very large scale that now slowly the society of India, the different states, it's being changing. So we as a professionals, we have to make it understand that our job is also very very important. So by our actions, yes, by our actions, it is very important. So I think that would have sufficed your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. If anybody else wants to come up with any question, you can definitely come up. Yeah. So I
Hello,
was
sir.
telling about effective school
Hello.
libraries. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Please.
Good
Vedanta
evening, sir.
Kalita.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah.
Sir, my question is how OER help to develop school library?
So Vedanta, right now you are doing your master degree. I hope so, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I ask you, what are your plans after master degree? Are you directly going to join any college or university or what? So being a professional, when you pass out of this place, we expect you that you yourself have become a professional. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you yourself will have to find out ways how can you improve the situation and condition of the school libraries? Because no one better than you will understand this, because you are a professional, you have studied library science. So I don't think anybody else than you will know this better than you. So when keeping aside financial problems, I think you will have to take up challenges. Try to read more and more how it can be started. How can it be? More books can be bought. What kind of books should be bought in the library so that the students are more interested in the library session. So more and more research will have to be done by you. No, not maths teacher, no physics teacher, no English teacher. You will have to do it. So it is expected only from you.
Yes, sir.
Was this your question? Okay, yeah, Vedanta.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I mean, have that confidence. Simply, I would simply say that have that confidence. Once you are pass out of this place, you are eligible to become a school librarian at first place. So have that confidence that you can lead a wonderful school library. You can start from a very small level and then keep on rising, keep on rising. So definitely, uh, we all hope that you become a good librarians later on. You join anything, join college library, join university library or school library. Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I was talking about how effective school libraries. What are the criteria? Okay, offering different quality programs that support the curriculum. Okay, there are various quality programs which can be started by the library, which can support the curriculum. Various curriculums
Excuse
like IB curriculum, CBSE or Assam board or Punjab board or any board. A different curriculum shouldn't be having a different kind of resources. A Punjab board shouldn't be having books from CBSE school, CBSE NCERT books. It should be having which matches to the curriculum. Okay, help the teachers integrate information literacy. Information literacy is very much into news these days. Provide the teachers with professional support. It is the duty of the librarians again to provide professional support to the teachers and also help the students to navigate information. Since whatever you do here for 2 years, you have to give away your services. You have to give away your services simply. Anything if any information is there, any resources are there, you are the first person to be able to use it. Okay, you should be the first person to be able to use it, you being a professional, and then you teach to the teacher and then to the students to find out any information, to navigate any information from any resources, from any deepest well, or finding a needle in the haystack. It is you who should be taking the lead. Use of current technologies. I'm sure you all must be using various softwares also. So it is seen that in many of the schools there is no technology. So you being a professional, you try. There are various free technologies, free resources, free softwares available on the internet also. So it's very important that you bring out those resources and put it in your own library. So you being a professional, offer stimulating teaching and learning environment to the schools, operate efficient library systems. So these are something which we expect from every library professional. So you are not expected that you are appointed to some IITs or IIMs and you expect something big from you. You start from a very humble background, but this is very, very important that whatever you do, be it from a school or any school, do it in the best possible manner. Just keep in mind that nobody else in the school will know more than you when it comes to libraries. So it's your responsibility to take the lead. Okay. So what are the requirements of a librarian? What should be the requirement? What kind of a person should be a librarian? he should be well trained, skilled, and enthusiastic and communicative. I want to, pay some more emphasis on these two things. I'm sure you are skilled. I'm sure you're well trained. But if you do not have an enthusiastic nature or a communicative nature, trust me, nothing is going to work. Nothing is going to work because you have kept your information inside you. Which student or which teacher will come to you and ask you that, sir, teach me this, teach me that, how to find this or that? So you have to be more enthusiastic in satiating the needs of your users, your students. So you have to be more communicative. Okay. uh, because at a very young age the students, they are sometimes shy, sometimes they are timid, they sometimes they are scared of asking things. So it's very important that the librarians also are very enthusiastic and communicative. Adequate time allocation for library duties is also very important. You have to there are different sections in the library. You have to allocate every time of yours in every section. I'm sure you all must be knowing different sections in the library. So whatever sections you can start in near future, maybe you have to give various. You have to devote your time for that. Awareness of current library research and best practices. You have to be aware what all things are going around. What is the latest best practice used in the library? So this is you. This is you. Rather than saying, no, I do not know what to do, I do not know how to do. So who will make you understand after passing out from this place? So it's now your own responsibility to gather more and more information about the latest library trends, the latest library search, and the best practices which is used in the library of schools. Yeah, of schools. A library uh, should a libraries a school libraries has a very positive impact if it has a strong computer network connecting all the library resources. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that all the libraries and all the schools will be having uh, such computer based resources in the schools, but yes, most of the schools these days do have it. I mean,
Hello, sir.
all the big cities. Yes.
I
Good
think
evening, sir.
somebody's question. Yes.
One of
Who's
our
All,
students want to ask some question.
okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, please, please, please.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, yes,
My name is Pallavi Rabha.
yes, Pallavi, please.
Uh, Sir, my name is Pallavi Rabha, and I'm working as an assistant librarian in an ICSE board school. So, sir, my question is, as most of the teachers are coming up with digital classroom, like through taking classes through uh, Google Classroom. So, sir, as a assistant librarian, so how can we help the students during these crucial hours? So, can you suggest some of the e-resources that are free? Some of the free library resources.
There are various free resources. I mean, at the first place, right now I do not have a list, but I'm sure in the Google you can easily find out all the free resources that you have in the library for the
Yes,
library use.
but most of them are
Yeah,
not
a
ready
lot of.
subscriptions, and for that we cannot download all the PDFs. So, sir, for tutors we can, but for the higher,
Okay, okay.
then it's difficult for them to get books. So, sir, can
Okay,
you?
I have got a lot of, I mean, a big list of the free resources in the library. I can message you if you can give me your email ID. I'll message you all the free resources, the
okay? I'll
links
take
of
the
all.
email ID and yeah, I'll take email
Yeah,
ID and I'll just pass
yeah,
it to you.
I do have the email with, and I can definitely provide you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank
You
you so
can
much, sir.
email ID.
I think we have one more question from
Yes,
Namrata. She's in second
yes.
semester. Namrata, you can go with the question.
Good evening, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Sir, library is an important source of knowledge of young minds in schools. But
Yes,
most of the
absolutely.
students don't go to library. So
Hmm.
how to attract more students to the school library?
Very relevant. Very relevant. So this is very important, as I have said it earlier, that it is the responsibility and the duty of the librarians. Here you can show your talent. Here you can show your talent, that how can you attract the students. You can make the library beautiful place. You can keep the resources accordingly so that the students do love. You try to find out what kind of resources are being loved by the students. What kind of fiction genres do they love? Do they love horror, thriller? Do they love dystopian, crime fiction? So try to keep different kinds of genres in the library and make them. You can also, sometimes when they come to the library, you can suggest them. You can show them these are the newly arrived books in the library, and this will definitely this will interest you. These books will interest you. So try to grasp, try to get knowledge. What kind of what kind of resources do the students want? It is very, this is a great problem which is being faced by all the librarians, I would say. But I would say that it's the duty of the librarians again, that they try to keep those resources in the library which the students want to read, so that they quietly open the book and read. Keeping something which the students don't want to read. They hate reading. Maybe they hate reading Reader's Digest. Maybe they hate reading some magazines. Why to keep those magazines? Keep such kind of books which the students, they have interest upon. So, and secondly, try to calm them down and explain them in detail that yes, we have these kind of books in the library, and I would, when the students are very small, it becomes difficult. But when they are of certain age and certain level, when they start understanding things, they will definitely come to know that yes, this is of something of our use, and we should be using those resources. So
Sir, thank you,
you
sir.
will have to understand. Yeah. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Namrata. So school libraries positive impact. So how do we come to know that school library has a positive impact? If it has a strong computer network, like I told, school having a all the schools might not be having, but if the schools have a strong computer network, it will definitely have a very positive impact on the students. The quality of collection, collaborative relationship between the teachers and librarians. Nowadays, like I said, there's a lot of collaboration between the teachers and the librarians. The quality of collection also plays a very important. Like Namrata has just asked me how to make them understand, how to calm them down. It many times it happens because the quality of resources are not up to the mark. These books, maybe for example, they have for example, a book in the library has the footballers, about footballers. They are like they have footballers of 60s and 70s and 80s. Why will a student want to know about books of footballers from 60s and 70s? Keep it of this generation, of this decade, 2018, 2019, 2020. I also have students in my own library, and I am amazed to see that the kind of interest they show in any kind of books, only because they are latest. Be it footballers, be it storytellers, be it magicians, be it actors, anything. This is it should be, it should be the kind of resources should be very recent and interesting. So yeah, so collaboration between the teachers and the school librarian is very important. So this will definitely lay a very positive impact in the minds of the students. A print-rich environment leads to more reading. I'm sure print-rich environment. What is print-rich? Something which has more colorful pictures, which has more information, something which they hear more about the any big personality. If you talk about some personality who like maybe someone, a small personality in Africa, there is a chance that the student will not take any interest in reading or reading about those resources, reading about those books. But if the same book has uh, any reformer, any revolutionary of Indian context, they will definitely take a lot of interest. And it will also boost in self-esteem and confidence. And it will also boost a sense of responsibility among the students. Yes, they have they know something of this generation, don't they know something of today's time, so that they can also share it with their friends and peer group. So Kazel in 2013 has given a very wonderful definition. Students thrive academically where library programs ready access to free and subscription-based resources. Better test scores have been associated with how many times. So, what is a test score? Test score is that we come to know that how are the students liking the resources. How many times has he visited in a week the library? How many times has he visited in the library? How flexible is the access in the library? Many times it is kept in a place where the students are not able to reach. Maybe of the height, maybe of the the places where the students find it. Oh, let us not go there. So we should avoid uh, such places in the library, so the students can't reach. And how much they borrow books. This is very one important factor which we come to know, that how much a student borrows a book. We are not there just to sit and do the circulation, that come to me and I'll circulate the books for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks I collect you. Our role is much more than that. If it is for just circulation, any student, maybe class 10 pass or 12 pass, can do the same thing. But you being master degree professionals, master degree graduates, your responsibility is much more than that. It is your responsibility to make the library a happening place. It is your responsibility to make the library an interesting place. So, these are something. This is something which are not so much important in higher libraries, master degree libraries or IITs, IIMs, or universities. But these small factors play a very important role in school libraries.